Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Godzilla Podcast. I had mentioned the other bit of surprise news. The one coming out of left field was a brand new Godzilla game that nobody had heard about. This was pretty much just came out of nowhere. And now we have the other bit of surprise news, and this is the fact that it looks like it's as official as it gets. Pacific Rim 2 is coming out, and it'll come out on April 7th, 2017, so about a good 3 years away from now. And the news comes none other than directly from Guillermo del Toro, the director of the film, and I've included a link to his announcement on there below. Check it out when you get a chance. But not only that, but all you Pacific Rim fans, you're in for a treat. So not only are you going to get the sequel on April 7th, 2017, but it looks like there's a brand new animated series that is being developed from the film itself. And then on top of that, they're going to have more comic books that associated with the Pacific Rim franchise, essentially following up the graphic novel Pacific Rim Year Zero that that Legendary Comics released upon the release of the film itself. So it's a trifecta of news for all you Pacific Rim fans. Again, the big news, Pacific Rim 2 is pretty much officially announced. It'll be April 7th, 2017. And then we're going to see sometime between then a brand new animated series. No news on whether this will be like the traditional cartoony, hand-drawn type stuff, or more likely the computer-generated type stuff. And then on top of that, we're going to have a new series of comics all tied to Pacific Rim on there. Pretty cool stuff. And again, this is good to report because any news associated with Pacific Rim, the franchise itself, is synonymous with Godzilla. They both complement each other in terms of the audience and the franchise that they're trying to build. So any news reported with Pacific Rim follows with any news reported with Godzilla. So pretty cool stuff. I was so iffy on whether there was going to be any sequel announced for Pacific Rim, because at the end of the day, while the film did make a lot of money, by all standards it just barely broke even, if then, on there. But it looks like Legendary, and in this case Universal Pictures, they're the ones that are picking up the movie, so no more Warner Brothers for them. Instead it'll just be with Universal Pictures. But it looks like Universal Pictures and Legendary Pictures, they see something. They see very good potential with the sequel. They see a huge earning, far more than what the original did. So they've got it going on, at least for the sequel itself. So, alright everybody, thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.